Hello peoples, 99Batran here, and today I'm gonna show you how to make some mapping videos. Um, I'm gonna make this because, other people are asking me how to make these and stuff like that, and they want to be like me. Sorry, I talked too fast. And also another reason I made this is because that, Ethan Conquistador, he made a mapping tutorial, but he I found some few mistakes or errors. Well, actually, they're not really mistakes or errors. They're just a more complex way of mapping. Because I don't think he's used to Paint.net. I don't know, but still, I want to show you a more simple way of mapping, and through tutorials and talks and other stuff like that. Anyways, all I need to do is to get Paint.net. I'll put Paint.net in the description, maybe. And you need Windows Live Movie Maker. On new project. There. Anyways, here it goes. First, you need to get a blank map of Europe, and you need to color it. I already made my own map from some other thing I forgot, but from the alternate history wikia, I don't know, is not it. Well, basically, just get a blank map without borders and stuff like that, and color it. And if you want to make a country, you can just you can grab a pencil and make it. I recommend a pencil because it has thinner borders. But today I'm gonna use my standard thing where how I make borders and stuff like that. Anyways, I don't know how to start. Oh yeah, first you need to draw countries like borders and stuff like that. But you need to think of a theme first. Like you want to make it apocalyptic, you can put a little gray down here and color in all gray using the paint bucket tool, not that magic wand tool that Ethan used. Anyways, all you have to do is just draw some random thing. I'm gonna draw some Vibrantium right here. That's not it. It's not it either. Sorry, I'm more of a thing guy who likes to make perfect borders and stuff like that. Good enough. I don't. But do not make your borders like this, like I'm showing here. Do not make your borders outside the thing, and just keep it inside the little land. Something like that. If you ran out, you can. If the border runs into this water or something like that, you can just pick Control Z, and you're fine. But if you're making really good borders and stuff like that, just try to little piece by piece like that. And here's Vibrantium. And here's how to write the name. You need to click on the text tool and go on 10 to 12 or something like that, depending on how big your map is, and type in the name. But I recommend bold because it is much more easier to see. But sometimes your name is annoying and it cannot be fit in here, so I usually make a new layer like that and put TM right here. I select the move selected pixels tool and I right click and move around like that to make diagonal letters. It will get a little blurry, but don't worry, you can just bold it a little using the little paint bucket tool that you have. Whatever. So yeah, that's it. And after that, you need to merge the layer down because you don't need layers much. I mean, you could have layers if you want to, but layers are too complex. I mean, I know how to use layers, but I don't like them much unless I make art and stuff like that. Then they're necessary. And here's some other things right here. Just if you want to like make a nation fight, two nations fights, you can set the dialogue. I want to make sure to put it like that. There, set the dialogue. Like for example, Bray Tatalin is like you need to set a little plot or a specific reason why that they want to declare war on each other to make him like more of a more sensible, or not really sensible, more intelligent way of mapping. Make sure the letters are a little bit bigger so people could understand the letters a bit more, because the speaking is much more important than the name, I think. Anyways, all you need to do is just get the paint bucket tool, color it white, stuff like that, and grab the text tool and write some random junk like Brabrantium. You have fiddled with my economic trade for far too long. It is time to make a revenge and stuff. And I'm just gonna use this empty folder. And that's how you do it. You and for to how to name it, I recommend doing A1 for episode 1 and slide 1 for each slide, or you can 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. And that's how you make a little dialogue. And now you need to decolor it so it will not speak. But I recommend doing the Control Z tool and hit the other thing right here. So because you need a response for that other thing sometimes. It's necessary. Man, I stutter a lot in this video lately. Well, anyways, here's Ray Bransium talking. Okay. Talon, you are an insensible, gobbing idiot, and you find plot holes for an excuse to invade everyone you meet. Actually, I am the only person you met in this darn mapping tutorial vid. By the way, it needs to be a bit, the dialogue needs to be a bit political, so you know, your countries and politics and stuff. Anyways, for the war thing, you need to color I recommend having a little higher tolerance so it won't. So there won't be any of these creases and lines right here. Or let's see. I'm gonna experiment for a second. Same thing. We'll end up the same thing. Just color it red. Make the tolerance at least 50 or something. Make the attacker red, and make the defender blue, because you know I feel that way. Because red is more of a fitting for attacker, and blue is more fitting for the defender. Anyways, so that's done. Here's how to make the battle. It depends on what dialect you want. Like, do you want the Mervu dialect, the old one, the traditional dialect of mapping, or the newer thing, the newer trend that mapper uses. Usually, mappers nowadays usually make light colored stuff like that. See? Or for traditional mapping, you can make it have borders and stuff like that after you save it. You know, I'm scared to make mapping tutorial videos because people might like become better than me, and I'm a bit. I know that's a little wrong. Uh, yeah, yeah, I'm an egghead or whatever you call me, but I just decided to do this because Ethan error and stuff like that, like I said earlier. But still, though, I am nervous about people like getting better than me or something. I'm just one of those people who like hotshot. No, people who like whatever, just for like I have pride or something like that. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. You know what? Never mind that. Just kidding. Whatever. Blah blah blah. And here's how to make the battle. I just added another nation for no reason. Anyways, I'm just gonna like make Brabantium push the Talon back, invade the lands. Like, no, wait, that's not it. Here's the newer mapping thing. Stuff like that. After that, you can make them stay for example, I made a boom thing, and that's how you do it. And if you there's some new thing in the mapping community. It's not really that famous, but you can make the countries brown for it to be occupied. And there's also a new new dialect coming along. It's originally Craft Zero's dialect. I don't know, but it adds cities. I recommend do not add cities because it messes up the mapping and also gets in the way when you try to like color it or fight something like that. But it does have its perks and have its weaknesses. But I recommend not doing it until you get really good at this. Anyways, after you do that, you could make them become vassals like that. 10. That's how you make the battles. That's all for now, I think. Oh, by the way, be creative. I'm sure in the beginning you might make like after like 5 to 10 videos that is very close to each other for the time periods, but after a while, some people have a short attention span or whatever like that, and they start to make it slower, like 11 to 20, like every 3 months in like 1 year or something, while the newer mappers make like it to 1 month, I guess. People who are motivated newer mappers usually go faster, and the older mappers usually go slower. That explains like Mr. Owner and Pawner, and Map Animator, the Jar Jar 99, all that. But Ethan and me are still kept going, but I'm starting to slow down a bit too. Not really uploading once a week anymore. Ethan uploads like every couple days, but now he uploads like every week, I think now. So yeah, once you get older, you'll you'll get slower. Okay, that's kind of depressing. Well, anyways, that's it for for part one of mapping. I hope you enjoyed it. I might make a tutorial soon about how to like use Movie Maker or Movie Maker 2.6 in order to if you want to know how to do mapping and stuff like that and animate it, put it together and stuff like that. But I'll leave it to you for now and try for you to figure it out, because if I get too many complaints or something like that or demands, I may make it. And plus, don't get any ideas. I don't get any ideas to force me. Well, you know. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. Subscribe and leave a like. And the reason I'm stuttering all that because I'm not using a script like all the other people do. So, anyways, goodbye. I'm planning to reach like whatever. I just gotta have many subscribers as I can because stuff like that. Anyways, goodbye. This is very long outro, and see ya. Oh, and one last thing. And one last thing. I forgot to make it like when the countries die or something like that. Let's just put it like this. Oh god. There. Just say arg whatever like that, and just do the same thing as I said earlier, and make them have screaming agony, and put gray right there. That's how you like make it into like gray as a stand for abyss or disorder, anarchy, whatever like that. And yeah, that's how you kill countries. I wonder what happens if I stuff like that. Yeah. Actually, this is actually a good idea. And making the borders, and people think that this whole area is not a simple country like a really large country like Russia, Eurasia, Eurussia, whatever pun. So yeah, I think that's it. See ya. Just gonna make some videos. Yes. Well, is this still on?